quite a while. So you are here with me, Janine, from Women in Business Connect, and our other host, Teresa from Soul Space and Women in Business Connect. And of course, the beautiful Kylie from Avoca Interiors is joining us
Hello.
today for a coffee chat. So
Thank you. Thank you for the invite, ladies. I feel very
absolutely,
good.
Wonderful to have you in our community. Very
Thank you.
exciting.
it is. So before we start, I think we'll ask, has everyone got their coffee there?
Yes.
We've got our coffee there.
Absolutely.
So my coffee of choice is cappuccino on skim. Teresa,
My
what are
coffee-
you?
Flat white on fat.
I should know that. Kylie?
I'm a skim flat white.
Nice. Okay, very good. Now we got that out the way. So Kylie is going to be, or well, she is one of our sponsors for our Women in Business Connect 4th birthday event, which is coming up on the 10th of August, and it is so exciting. We are so excited. There's so much going on in the background. But before we get there, let's have a chat to Kylie, as I said, one of our sponsors from Avoca Interiors. So, Kylie, tell us about you. Tell us about your biz.
So I haven't officially launched as yet, hoping to officially launch at the end of this month. So it will be a reseller of different interiors products. So cabinetry handles, door hardware, tapware and lighting, different bathware products. So yeah, it's basically a coming together of all of my experience over the last 25 years in the building industry. So just wanting to bring something to the Central Coast where people can come in and make selections if they're renovating a home or looking at building a new home. And yeah, just having a curated selection of really beautiful interior products.
I love that. Now I'm not sure if I understood properly, but did you say that they were on source? So it's a bit of reuse, recycle, redo?
No, it's all
it's brand new.
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm just reselling from a number of different brands. So there will be like, 10 different handle suppliers, for example, half a dozen tapware suppliers, but suppliers that I have either dealt with personally or I know they're very reputable and high quality products. So yeah, so it's going to be, sort of targeting those that are looking for the beautiful products.
I love that. And I can only assume that you will have a range of items so if I was going to buy, an old house in East Gosford and do it up, that you will have the right bits and bobs to go with, that, we can't call, it's not even retro or ancient or whatever, but, an aging house, you'll have all the bits and bobs for.
Absolutely. So yeah, if somebody's sort of doing up a more traditional type home, or if they've got a Hamptons or, a bit of a coastal look. So just to give you a bit of an insight into my background and sort of where the idea for this business has come from. So I've been involved in the sort of building and construction industry, sort of in sales and marketing for about 25 years. So I've worked in sales for a number of different product ranges. So sort of from tiling and flooring through to like stone bench tops. So for your kitchen bench tops and things like that. So handles and doorway and also tapware. So it's basically bringing together all the information that I've gathered over years from all of these different product ranges. And with all of those different products, it was dealing with and selling to interior designers and builders. And in conversations with those people, it has sort of been, what do you find is missing, or what do you look for? And what I have certainly sort of noticed on the Central Coast is that there's nowhere where, say, a designer could go into a beautiful high-end showroom with their client, sit down, have a consultation, for example, and they've got a whole range of different products to be able to pull together. So one thing that a lot of people, a lot of renovators are looking for these days are matching finishes. So say, for example, they've got a beautiful tap they want to put in their kitchen. They want to have their cabinetry handles matching that. And then they want to sort of lead through into all the interior doors, all having that matching finish, which goes through to the front door, and then it goes through to the lighting. So
Perfect.
That's good. It stops people doing all the runaround. You've got
absolutely,
it there in one spot, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
yes.
So your
And
ideal,
No,
go.
so go on.
I was going to say, so your ideal clients are obviously people who are building and renovating houses, but also interior designers. And I remember when we renovated our house, there wasn't anyone that could put us through it. So it would, I guess it would even be connecting with builders that can go and see this person.
Absolutely. And what I'm also pulling together, because obviously I've got a lot of contacts, both locally, sort of up to Newcastle and Sydney, but some of my roles were actually national roles. So I've actually got contacts nationally.
Brilliant.
So, which is obviously going to be more through the website. So I am going to have a referral system. So say you were looking at renovating your home, but you were based in Perth and you were looking for a local reputable interior designer. I will be inviting people to send me a message via the website, and I will be able to send them a list of reputable interior designers and builders in their local area as well.
Oh, what a resource.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yes, people.
and obviously it's not geared just for those that have interior designers. One of the first things that I'll actually be launching, so I'm hoping to open the showroom at the end of September. So I've already organised for a couple of designers that I know who run a mood board masterclass.
Love it. Love it.
Yes.
Wow.
So I've already booked them in for later in October to run a couple of classes. So a renovator can pay, it's around $250 for the class. So they come along, the designers teach the renovators or, you know, people who are looking to do their own build about putting together a mood board of all the different materials and how they work together and how you make the selections. And as part of that course, they will also get a voucher for discounts in my store. So,
Brilliant.
which will basically get, you know, pay back the cost of doing the course.
Absolutely. That's so good. I know when we were renovating our bathroom, when we went to see the builder, he said, right, here's our tiles, here's our tapware, go for it. And we had no idea. So we just went very plain, which is fine for us.
Yes.
But yes, to have that resource would be would have been
Absolutely.
helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was very good at his job, but he was a plumber by trade. So
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was grateful that I was married, that I still am actually, still married to Paul, who's a graphic designer. And I just went, that's my bench top. I like it. It was called aubergine, so it's kind of purple. I went, just make everything match for me, honey. And he did. Yeah. So, but to have someone like you, for someone like me who's got no idea about putting things together would have been, if I didn't have Paul, you would have been what I needed.
Yes. You know, because not everybody can afford to have an interior designer.
That's right.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Not just that, but I really, just from sitting on the outside, it really looks like you've got a really great business model happening as well.
Yeah, thank you. It's interesting. A little seed was planted earlier this year, and from that it has just sort of grown really quite quickly. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, I could do this or I can do this. And, you know, before I was in sales, I actually worked in marketing for a long time. So it's sort of bringing together everything that I've been doing over the last 35 years of my career. And
I love it.
yeah, and it's a great time. You know, my kids are older and off doing their own things. So I'm not doing the day-to-day, you know, mum running around.
Yeah.
And, you know, my youngest son has just qualified as a builder. So he will be a great resource. And he's also going to be helping me set my showroom up. So thank you, Ethan.
I mean, it is seriously, because Janine and I are in your age genre, shall we say, not genre, right? But it is really the perfect time for us as women to be re-establishing ourselves or reinventing ourselves. Or, I mean, I so get it, being on this delightful journey of what am I going to be? You know, who am I now? What can I do? Yeah, I love it.
Isn't that funny? One of our members said to me a week or so ago, and I adore her, and she said, I'm surprised that she said you're so busy. She said, I thought when you got to your age, you'd start to slow down. Yeah, I find that, most of women our age aren't slowing down at all. We are coming into our own, and
Right.
we
Yeah,
have that knowledge behind us, and we're soaring.
That's right.
Absolutely soaring.
Absolutely.
yeah, it's I think with your own business, it really does become a passion project.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
because it comes out of that love.
Yes. Yeah. And I must say, it has actually been very heartwarming, the support that I've received from, the suppliers that I've reached out to, some of the contracting businesses locally that, I've dealt with in some of my past more corporate roles, supporting me with this venture. It has just been amazing. Friends and family obviously have just been incredible as well.
Fantastic.
That's good. And and I'm so glad you've joined Women in Business Connect, because you don't always get that support from friends and family, but we have a beautiful community that does support you and lift you up as well when you need it.
Yeah, thank you. No, I'm looking forward to being more involved. Yeah, it will be exciting. Yeah. So just to let you know, with my showroom, I will actually be opening in Wyong.
Oh,
because
I was going to assume Avoca, but Wyong, fabulous. That's right around the corner.
Yes, my son said to me, he goes, why Avoca if you're opening in Wyong? And, I lived at Avoca. I'm not there currently, but it's always been my happy place. My kids were very involved with the rugby club there. My son's still very involved with board riders, and he's played AFL for sort of, Avoca, Terrigal. And it's always just been my happy place to go to. And, I thought, well, do you know what? It doesn't have to necessarily be based at Avoca. Avoca is a beautiful word anyway.
Yeah.
And, but in terms of location, Wyong was just a perfect sort of, easy to access from both Newcastle and Sydney and everywhere on the coast.
Brilliant. Wyong just ticks all the boxes at the moment. So I live in Mardi, so not far away. And it's near the freeway. And that's exactly why we chose it. We had relatives in Newcastle and Sydney. So when we did buy up here, it was perfect for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So whereabouts in Wyong will you be situated?
So it's actually in the Wyong Business Park where the ING building is based.
Oh, over there. Okay, yep.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. It's like 4 doors down from the Glee coffee roasters.
Yep.
So I can get my coffee fix every morning.
Yes.
There's also lots of parking and easily accessible. So,
Yes, there's a lot of local Wyong businesses around there, and some of them are our members as well.
Yeah, because I will be having a lot of events over time. So I'll be getting, my suppliers to come up and present to, people can come along and learn more about, say, a particular handle brand or a particular tapware brand. I'll also be having, designers come and discuss the different aspects of, even if you, as I say, can't afford an interior designer, the designers that I have dealt with over the years, I just have so many beautiful relationships with, you know, some really amazing designers, and they're always happy to share their knowledge, which is fantastic.
Real. I love that.
Mm.
Beautiful. Before we hit record, we asked you what sets you on fire. So I'm going to ask again, because I think it's really important that our members in the community know our heart, I guess. So over to you.
So, you know, I think at the heart of it, I just love helping people and solving problems. I mentioned that having been the oldest of 3 girls, I think it just tends to come a bit naturally, where you are sort of a bit of the family problem solver.
Yep.
Even if sometimes the younger sisters may not appreciate that.
Yes. Well.
But it's just something that it's who I am, and it's not something that I just sort of put on for, you know, the jobs that I do or my business or anything. It's just who I am. And, you know, I'm sure that my girlfriends that I've had for 20, 30, even 40 years would actually agree with that.
I love it.
Nice. So before we finish off, Kylie, where can people reach you if they want to know more?
So I will be launching the website, as I say, at the end of the month, which will be avocainteriors.com.au.
Nice, easy.
In the short term, I can actually access the products that I'm selling. So even if people want to contact me before then, they can email me at info@avocainteriors.com.au. Or they can call me on my phone number, which is 0473 888 670. And as I say, I will be putting up the showroom address once it's ready to open.
How exciting. It was such a good chat, Kylie. So good to meet you and talk to you and learn a little bit more about you. And yeah, we'll see you as a sponsor of our event. You get a free ticket to the event and a special little cocktail meeting with Teresa and I, Lucinda, Kel and Chantel before the event starts.
Oh, I look forward to it. I can't wait.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, ladies. It was so lovely to meet you.
Yes.
Lovely to meet you as well. Looking forward to seeing you in person.
That's right. It's so good to chat to our members.
Yeah, make sure that you keep our community up to date as things happen. So just pop it, you know, into the group and we'll get it published and people will be able to see all the updates.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, Kylie.
Have a fabulous day. Bye.
Bye.